Hey guys, it's Sarah here on Daily Dose of LGBT. How are you? This week our topic is really just like intros and coming out stories and randomness, because we're getting all new people on the channel. I am obviously a new person, but we're now getting extra new people. Before I start with my coming out story, I was watching Lauren McKenzie's video on Lesbian Central. She was talking about the like dress codes and stuff, and like society's, people are talking to me on Skype, the society's way of how people should dress. I want to know who the fuck decided that girls should wear dresses and guys that should wear like pants and shorts. Who decided that? Who in the world, like, what, they just come up, oh yeah, girls can wear a piece of material that doesn't cover your body properly, if that makes sense. Like, I have no problem with dress stuff, I just don't like wearing it personally. But like, who decided it? Like, who decided that there has to be a certain dress code for guys and girls? Anyway, there's my little rant. My coming out story, well, it was a really long process actually. Like, the whole through year 11 and 12, which is like the last 2 years of what you guys would call your last two senior years, but we just call them high school, year 11, 12. Last 2 years of my high school, I wasn't sure. Like, I was like, wasn't really into guys at all, but I wasn't sure if I was into girls. It was kind of a scary time, and I didn't know what to do, and I kind of just kept brushing it off for a while. And then I started telling people at the end of year 11, like my closest friends, saying I'm not sure if I am, blah blah, and they were like okay with it, and then it kind of made it easier to figure it out for myself. Primary school, actually, I had one boyfriend in primary school, but like my first like 2 years of high school, I had like a lot of boyfriends. Like, I don't know how many, but I just went from one guy to the next. But it was like just that stupid little hold hands, hug, want to be in a relationship crap. Like, it wasn't actually like I love you and all that stuff. I have my dogs inside. My dogs probably be featured in a few of my videos because they just kind of chill. Come on, good girl. So yeah, but I was always like the boy in the group, like not the actual boy obviously, but like I hated wearing dresses. I think in high school I wore a dress in year 7 for like, I think it was like the first day of year 7 or something like that. I wore a dress for my debutante, which is kind of like a prom for you, but not as, we don't do like prom king and prom queen and stuff. It's more just for the girls kind of thing. It's kind of, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but yeah. And I wore, like, we had to wear a big white dress, and I wore a dress on my last day of year 12. So they're the times. Oh, and I wore a dress for actually I didn't even wear a dress for my auntie's wedding. But the whole year from year 7 to year 12, I think I wore a dress about, we'll say 5 or 6 times in the whole of those 6 years. So I'll just say one dress a year. That's about it. I don't like wearing dresses. But yeah, I was always a boy in the group, like just dressed in my, like, all the girls had their little short board shorts, and I had my long boys board shorts, and I just wore all like the guys brands, and always had a hat on, never did my hair, couldn't be bothered. I played football, AFL football, Australian rules football. I played basketball, so like basketball was a mixed team, but like to the society, it's a guys team, guys game. I was like me and my best friend were the only 2 girls on the team, so, and then, so it was kind of obvious from the start, but I didn't really think about it until year 11. The sun's coming and it's probably making the lighting really bad, but anyway. Then I started telling people, yeah, and they were all cool with it and shit. And then I probably told about 3 or 4 people, my closest friends. And then, well, I was walking down the street one day with one of my friends who I'd met a few times, and I know her and stuff, but I wasn't exactly that comfortable with telling people that I only knew a few times. And she was like, oh, Danny, Sarah has to tell you something. And I felt obliged that I had to tell her then, because I was like kind of put on the spot. And I told her, and she didn't care or anything, but I was kind of, get off my computer, I was kind of forced out out in that way by her. And then she obviously, like, she told her mum, and her mum told my mum. So in a way I was forced out by my best friend, but I love her dearly for that, because I'm so happy that I'm out now. Like, yes, it pissed me off at the start and kind of upset me because I wasn't, like, I didn't come out on my own terms, but I really am happy because I wanted to come out, and it's so much easier being out and finally being myself. But with the whole telling my parents, well, I actually didn't tell my parents. I told my sister. It was really funny because we were out to dinner with my dad, and I was showing my dad a photo of me and my friend Izzy, who's gay, and Ruby Rose. If you don't know who Ruby Rose is, that is Ruby Rose. And I don't have a tripod, so it's really annoying to keep it steady. But yeah, and I was showing him the photo, and my friend, I'll show you the photo. It was that photo. So, like, my friend Izzy, I'm obviously not one, but my friend Izzy on the left, she's obviously gay, and my dad asked me if she was, and I was like, yeah, and then he's like, are you? And I kind of just started laughing, and I was like, no, but I kind of said no under my breath, and my sister was like, Dad, if she was, I'd know. And I was like, I started pissing myself laughing, and to stop laughing I had to go to the toilet so I could get away. And I told my sister that night, and she was like, ah, and I was like, I kind of knew, but my sister doesn't really think about that stuff. Anyway, it was in September last year that we were at the football game, me and my mum. Well, before that we went out to dinner, and we went to this restaurant, and it was like packed as. It was like the packedest restaurant. Like, you could just put your arm out and you'd be touching 3 people. It was that packed. It was ridiculous. But it was really nice food. If you ever come to Melbourne, or if you're from Melbourne, go to the Chocolate Buddha at Federation Square in the city. It's good. I think it's Chinese. No, I think it's Japanese, actually. It's really good. And yeah, and we were sitting there, and we'd finished eating and just had been chatting and stuff, and my mum goes, she puts her hand on my leg and goes, is there something you need to tell me? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I know you already know, blah, blah, blah. And I can't really actually remember what happened. We didn't really talk about it. She was like, yeah, I don't care. I kind of had my inklings, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And just that was it. And I was just out to my mum. And then I think it was 2 days later, I was working with my dad because he's a painter. And I was working with him. And what are you doing? I was working with him, and the whole day I was like, should I tell him, should I tell him, should I tell him? I didn't know what to do. I was like, kept going, like, how should I go about it? I don't know what to do, because I didn't actually tell my mum, so I hadn't had experience in it, and I was really confused and stuff. And we're in the car on the way home, and my dad's like, Mum said there's something you need to tell me. And I was like, thanks, Mum. And it made it easier on my part. Like, some people probably would be pissed off that she told my dad because I didn't get to tell him myself, but it kind of makes it easier if they actually come to you. Like, I was hoping the whole time that they would come to me and figure it out, because, like, the way I dress, like, right now, I'm in my boxers. I'm wearing a hat, society's way of saying a guy's hat, and a hoodie. I don't dress. You've seen how I dress in some of my videos. I don't dress girly at all. Like, I'm clearly 100% obviously gay. And I just thought that my parents would eventually click, but they probably thought that I wanted to come out myself, blah, blah. And yeah, and my dad was like, I don't care, you're my daughter, I love you for who you are. And yeah, that's my coming out story. And then after that, everyone just knew. Like, everyone just found out by one person. I haven't had any hate from my family at all, or anything like that. It's been great. This video is going to be really long. But, Indiana Jones 2 on Xbox, and I'm just watching the intro. It's so funny. Sit down. Thank you. It's so funny. There's just like this random, like, Indiana Jones music, and then they're just all doing these weird little jiggy dances. But yeah, I'm going to America in... well, in June, mid to late June. It depends if I get into a camp. I've applied for Camp America. If you don't know what it is, look it up, because I can't bother explaining. This video is already long enough. But yeah, and I'm going to America then, and I'm going to be there for about a year. Should be good. Follow me on Tumblr. It's sarah-j-d.tumblr.com. I'll put it here. And follow me on Facebook. That was weird. Yeah, follow me on Facebook. I'll put the link below in the little description. And subscribe to my personal channel. It's Sarah Rocks Guitars. I'll put it here. Yeah, put a link to it down here somewhere in that area. Yeah. Oh, and if you want, you can add me on Skype. It's sarah.music1. I'll put it down in the little thing. Look how cute my dog is. Her name's Brandy. She's like 6 years old. No, she's turning 6 next year, I think. Look at the camera. Oh. I have another dog. She's behind me. This is the family dog. But she loves me the most. Because I'm always home and I give them attention. There, I don't know if you can see her. Wait, she's comfortably just... Oi. That's Angel. She's actually my dog. She's a boxer. She's a miniature foxy, the Brandy. She's a boxer. I think that's about it. And I will see you guys next Thursday. Right here, next Thursday. Catch you later, guys.